Conor McGregor is back in the gym preparing for a potential fight on the White House card. He posted this to his Instagram. He wrote, "The Mac is back in the lab, sharpening the tools that completed the game not once but twice. Ready to do it again on the most iconic card ever. UFC White House. Expect fireworks. The fans deserve this. Who's with me? Hashtag notorious return. Hashtag historic night." Jiri Prochazka confirms that he is in negotiations to fight Carlos Ulberg.
Hello everyone, just quickly, all these informations on internet about me and Ulberg is not true because the fight is not confirmed yet. It's still in negotiating, and just for me, I can say I want to fight till the end of March because in April is the time for baby. So this is the only one thing what I can say, and that I want to fight for title. This is it. Believe the official messages from UFC, and God bless, stay strong. Let's go for that.
Bryce Mitchell reacts to the footage of Michael Morales dressed as a woman and dancing in the streets of Ecuador to celebrate New Year's.
I did also set up a satellite so I can watch TV from the shop now. I'm gonna see what's on. I'll be right back.
Speaking of Michael Morales, he is no longer undefeated in his MMA career according to Tapology. He was 19-0. However, Tapology officially updated his record to 20-1 last night. Morales now has 2 bouts recognized by Tapology as professional fights. One when he was just 17 years old, which he won, and another at age 18, which he lost. That loss came in just the second fight of his career back in 2017. Morales was submitted by triangle choke just 36 seconds into the first round. Sherdog, however, has not changed Morales' record, and he remains undefeated on their site. Michael Morales has reacted to this whole situation. He posted this on Instagram. In the caption, he wrote, "I'll punch injustice right in the face. F you, Tapology." Tapology has received a good bit of backlash over this whole thing, with many pointing out that those fights were exhibitions and should not count on his pro MMA record. Tapology has since reverted Morales' record back to 19-0, with those early fights no longer listed as official professional bouts. At the time of this recording, those 2 fights are now listed as exhibition bouts. Tapology has since released a statement on the matter, saying that they reversed the changes. They said, "We look forward to many colorful replies on social media about how stupid we are. Thank you in advance, but above all, we want to be fair and get this correct. We add hundreds of fights daily to Tapology to try to evaluate them consistently. This is difficult to do given the different kinds of fights and circumstances that are sent our way. One category of fight that we have been getting far more strict about is exhibition fights. For the last several years, we have been very restrictive about allowing fighters or leagues to claim exhibition status. It has become a loophole for keeping legitimate fights off of records. It allows fighters to compete in otherwise professional bouts without it counting." Conor McGregor tells Mike Tyson that he's never going to retire.
Yeah, who's gonna be 55? Hey man, I'm gonna fight it.
Do you know what resonates with me, Mike, when you made your comeback? You were asked the question, what would Kuss say? What would Kuss D'Amato say?
He'd be so happy.
What would Kuss say now that you're back, that you're finally returning? He said, "What took you so long?"
Yes.
And that made me go like that. I'm never bound now. Fight till the end until we meet God, the creator.
What made me take so long? Why did I wait to 55?
Alright, now imagine.
Why couldn't I just say, boom, let's get serious?
And that light walk in that ring. That light walk. You know what I mean? It was a spar, for sake. Do 10 more of them. Do 10 more of them.
Daniel Cormier and Ben Askren recently had a debate over Nate Diaz. DC said he believes Nate was a good fighter for the era he competed in, and Ben completely disagreed.
The Diaz brothers, right?
Great one.
They weren't necessarily elite, but they were.
No, listen, Nate Diaz. He is the most puzzling. He's not. I don't even think he's that good. I'll go get his record if you want me to. But he has convinced people he is good at fighting somehow, some way.
He's pretty good.
I'm gonna go get his damn record, Daniel. It's not.
But he won the Ultimate Fighter. He won the Ultimate Fighter. I'm saying he was good for the time that he was fighting.
No, he wasn't. He was average.
He was. Yeah. Okay. I'm just
okay.
trying.
I'm gonna go get the record. I'm gonna go get the record. They're gonna yell at me. I know this. Okay. Let's see. Well, his record is 21-13.
Oh my God. Really?
Yes, that's not that great.
Okay, I take it back. I'm taking it back.
And he was going into the UFC, he was, I think it was 5-1. So within the UFC, he was 16-12.
That's not good.
That's not very good.
That's not good. There's really no way to twist that into good.
Yeah. So, but you know, his personality. That's another one's like, how did his personality catch on? He says funny things sometimes. He's a little bit different. I don't. Yeah. And listen, if you post this clip, please don't post this clip because the Diaz army will attack me. He has some fans who are rabid. If you say something bad about them, they will come at you.
Why? This is a great clip. You asking not to post the clip is the best.
Don't post it. Because they're gonna tell me
there's still some fight in Ben Askren.
I hope you ain't got no lungs left. I hope your lungs die. They're gonna say me.
Ariel Helwani explains why he believes Merab Dvalishvili was the fighter of the year, despite him recently losing the bantamweight title to Petr Yan.
My 2025 male fighter of the year, I will admit, it was a little bit tough because I had to look within myself. I had to consider the things that Rick was just talking about. And in fact, I do believe in our 13 years of doing this, this is the first time that my male fighter of the year or even female fighter of the year winner has a loss on their record in the calendar year. But in the end, I looked at what Merab Dvalishvili did, going 3-0, and then of course losing to Petr Yan, but the activity, trying to make history, 4 title defenses in a calendar year, being active, coming back, giving himself, hardly any rest, breaking records. To me, he symbolizes everything that you want in a great fighter, in a star, in a champion. It didn't work out in the end. He will be back. But we came to the conclusion that, you know what? A loss shouldn't derail everything else that you did throughout the course of the year. And you know how I ultimately came to this conclusion, guys? What if he would have started the year with that loss and then went 3-0? And I know it's a chronological thing, but maybe we'd be not even having to talk about any of this. In the end, I felt very comfortable with the fact that Merab deserved it. He was more active than anyone. He put it on the line 4 times. Again, didn't end the way he wanted it to end, but I thought he had an incredible year. So shout out to Merab, my 2025 male fighter of the year.
Colby Covington is set to face Luke Rockhold at Real American Freestyle Wrestling this Saturday. RAF released a promo video featuring interviews from both Colby and Luke.
Really what makes you the toughest is where we are now, and it's wrestling. Man, wrestling ingrained into me all my toughness to get me through what I've done in this sport. Just there's such a level of intensity and discipline, and you just cannot break for 1 second. Wrestling is something you have to appreciate because it can't stop. It can never stop until the bell rings. Here we are, Benjamin Button, back to square one. Big Daddy. Gotta put my work in. I'm not here to lose. I'm not here to show up. I'm here to win. Under the lights, in the arena, and I want to perform. I wanted to have a good opponent to set the stage for sure. They threw Colby, and I was like, let's show this boy who the real American is.
The wrestling culture really just molded me into the man that I am today. I remember getting done with wrestling matches and they were 7 minutes, and I was like, dude, these 7-minute matches are they're so small. I wish I had like 15, 20 unlimited time to get my hands on these guys. I know if I got these guys for an unlimited time, I would just break their will. They wouldn't be able to hang with me. I could go all day. I don't get tired. And that's what made me think like maybe I should go into fighting, because these are 15-minute periods and 25-minute fights and championship fights, 5-minute rounds. So I feel like that kind of suited my style better because I have unlimited cardio, unlimited endurance. I could go all day. So the fighting realm became very good for me. I just committed to becoming the best mixed martial artist on the planet. Mixed martial arts is compiled of a lot of different martial arts. Wrestling, I think, is the strongest component of it. If you have a good wrestling base, that has set up the best fighters in the world. But I was at the highest level of the wrestling. Now I had to get the highest level of striking and the highest level of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to even it out. And that's what I was able to do through hard work and dedication. That mindset that wrestling developed in me helped me to be the world champion and bring me to the White House. I'm the first fighter to ever go to the White House to go sit in the Oval Office with the sitting president of the United States of America. It's a great accomplishment, and it wouldn't have been possible without wrestling.
Mike Perry says he's been taking a break from training because his back hurts and admits to feeling like he has nothing left to prove in combat sports. His most recent fight was at BKFC 82 in October, where he defeated Jeremy Stevens via TKO in the 5th round.
Lately, I've been living life, and living life means, just haven't really been consistently working out like I normally would. My back hurts, and I'm like, this I got nothing to prove. I proved it. I went in the ring and I showed people time and time again over 30 professional fights that when platinum's in the ring, that I try hard as dog. Boo-hoo, it's back-breaking work. Wham, cry about it some more. I will cry, and I will wipe my eyes with $100 bills that I have to pay to the government now. And it's fine, bro. Like, so now I'm trying to figure out what life is about, because I accomplished as a tough guy. I accomplished as a tough guy. I feel really good about it.
Eric Nicksick will be in Sean Strickland's corner for his upcoming fight against Anthony Hernandez at UFC Houston on February 21st. For those who missed it, following Sean's second loss to Dricus du Plessis, Nicksick was highly critical of Sean's performance during an interview with Ariel Helwani. He described the showing as uninspired. Shortly after, Strickland publicly stated that Nicksick would probably not be in his corner moving forward. In an interview with MMAfighting.com today, Nicksick said he knew where I was coming from. He knew what the bottom line was. I just have a high standard of expectations for him because I know what he's capable of, and he knows that I love him and care for him. We sat down and spoke it out like men, and we're good to go, so I'll be there in his corner. Sean Strickland said he felt pressured by the UFC to take the Dricus du Plessis rematch, which he ended up losing by unanimous decision. In an interview with John Bernard, Sean said, "Before the Dricus fight, I was riding with Axel Hodges and I broke my shoulder. I was in Colombia getting stem cells on my shoulder, and they hit me up for the fight. The thing with the UFC, you don't say no. There are pimps. You don't say no to the master. I was backed into a corner taking that fight, so taking this time off and letting my body heal feels amazing. Like, the shoulder feels great. I do miss fighting, and I do miss performing, but it's been nice being a fat, lazy piece of for a while." Ilia Topuria and his ex-wife Georgina appeared in court today. The hearing focused exclusively on the custody and care of their daughter, who currently lives with Georgina. Georgina requested to move from Spain to Miami with their daughter, where she had lived before their marriage, and Ilia refused this request. Topuria was surrounded by journalists on his way into court, where he briefly addressed the media and offered a few comments. He said, "Because I'm going to see my daughter again very soon, so I'm not stressed at all. I'm very calm. Please, if you'll let me through. My priority is my daughter, my family. That's my priority." Ilia also offered a few comments to media as he was leaving court. He said, "Everything is perfect. I'm happy because I'm going to see my girl again soon. My family is my priority."
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos.
Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's in reference to Daniel Cormier and John Jones being the coaches on the new season of ALF Reality. It's from Army. It says they definitely paid DC a large amount to do this. The second one's from Slim Johnny. It says O'Malley hasn't even cleaned out his division. He needs to sit down for real. And the final one's from Drew. It says DC thinking he can still compete, but throwing his back out when he sneezes is hilarious.
Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.